seen the butane? It's in the black bag. Where was it? Oh, so it was in.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon. As the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a loss to the Pistons. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out, hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
Pass to Bird. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Bird's got the first points on the scoreboard for Brooklyn.
Well, I tell you what, if you're a fan of the Nets, you've got to like the job the front office has done. And they took over the team. It was stuck in a quagmire of losing. Now, fans have some hope as they're building towards success.
Nice shot by McAdoo.
McAdoo, a talented scorer on the block now. I mean, he knows it. Exactly how to get the position he wants to score down there.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Bird outside for three. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Gotta respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Now here's Nowitzki. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, their offense has really been productive this half, and I absolutely love the shots they've taken so far.
Here's Paul. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Wall with a block. Jacks up a 3. Out to Bird. Gets to Wall. And here's Bird. 5 on the clock. Tries again. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Trailblazers trailed by 8. And guys, Kenny Atkinson, a coach who has a knack for player development.
Yeah, he does, and the players' improvement on this Nets team speaks to that. I mean, Atkinson has done a terrific job of improving his young players. Also gets the most out of the veterans and teaches them new skills and approaches to their game, which endears him to the players and helps his team.
And Paul drills both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Nowitzki right side. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basket.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Wall after the miss from Joe Johnson. To the paint. Here's Roy. And then Roy with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Roy after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. .156 left in the first quarter. The offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. And it's in there. Roy's got his second bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you like to out there.
The 3 from Johnson. Bill Laimbeer with the rebound. Out to the wing. Uncovered. That's short off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Oh, he can't hit. Nets leading by 6. Out to Wallace. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. .105 left in the first quarter. Here's Paul. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Paul has some excellent wheels, I tell you. Easily slashing to the lane whenever he's given room to operate.
Now here's Wall.
Oh! Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, ooh, wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team. Hey, and when guys at this level are that close to the basket, they ain't missing. I mean, especially when there's no defense in the neighborhood.
Ooh, how about the powerful move there on that slam from McAdoo? Not many are better than him at getting the job done on the interior. He'll always find a way to finish at the rim when he gets a chance.
Ooh.
A nice shot by Wall. Back to Johnson. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, excellent execution that time, partner. Don't want.
And so it's Brooklyn. bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Nets.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, is getting in the passing lane. They've been active with their hands, feet have been in good position, and they've come up with a lot of steals. That's making a difference here, too.
You need to take your dad to the hospital. Shit, you doing all that?
What's wrong with him?
Fell off or something, hurt himself. Something.
Really active down there, imposing his will and force and seeing his efforts pay off.
Pass to Finley. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We always talk about the need for front court players who can both shoot and defend along the perimeter. Clark, if taking that in mind, who would you point to as the prototype for the new school big?
Well, I think the guy with the most potential in that regard is Joel Embiid. I mean, he's agile. He's got a nice touch. He's got three-point range. He's got post-up ability. And I think he can become an impactful defender because of his physical attributes. So he would be the poster guy for me in terms of the potential prototype for the new school big.
Pass to Donaldson. Here's Kellogg. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's the lob to the hoop.
Well, you got to admire the precise passing of Harden. All he needs is a little crack to thread the needle.
For the 3. That shot is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Pass to Kellogg. Outside Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And the former Buckeye, Jim Jackson, is a talented kind of combo guard forward, a 3-ball specialist who adds some muscle and savvy and leadership to this team.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Wallace. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Wallace hits 2 free throws. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Jackson. Out of hand on And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. All sorts of time. Offensive rebound. Here's Harden. Back to Wallace. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Wallace has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Up the floor. Pass to Kellogg.
Dang.
And Beer with the steal. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And Finley brings a lot of athleticism to that position. Can throw it down as well as stroke it from deep. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Stolen by Grant.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
And here's Bird for three. But they get it back. Launches a three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. One-on-one fast break. Back to Grant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Mark, there was a rules change not too long ago that promoted more help defense, less one-on-one defense. Good or bad?
I like it. Again, there's always going to be a premium on defending one-on-one, but positioning defenders where you can help better and more, I think it's trying to make sure the offensive side doesn't get too much of an advantage where the rules had gone in the past. So I think it's a nice balance in that for the game.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good work there as it goes. Here is Harden. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Pass to Donaldson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Donaldson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Harden. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Trailblazers trailed by 14. Hall for three. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
Paul goes in from outside the arc. They get it again. Here's Johnson. Stolen by Bird. In transition, here come the Nets. Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 7 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, there's no doubt. Harden gets the bucket.
Even when you think you have Harden pinned up, he still gets a shot past you. Incredibly creative.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He's been terrible. Absolutely awful. I mean, can't get it going. His shot isn't there right now. He's got to help him some other ways.
And taken away by Johnson. Here's Roy. And that one, good. Roy's got 6.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Wall attacking. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Can't hit that one. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 19.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And Roy is a guy his teammates look up to. This guy is versatile, all around a good player, both ends, a natural leader who scores with ease.
Brooklyn leading by 17. Nowitzki outside. Pass to Love. In the corner, Harden. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And a minute played as the second half gets going. To the middle. Nowitzki with the steal. A finish. And Harden with the stop.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Paul goes in. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden.
Niggas'
Looking
teams
like
is
he wants to
ridiculous.
tear
Ain't
the
nobody gonna
rim
beat
off.
this team. Niggas seem super
Time
squad.
called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And here are the Trailblazers now. To halt the run. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid at coming up with blocks.
Kicks it out to Harden. Nowitzki outside. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. From deep, Wall. But they recover.
God.
Back to Nowitzki. Here is Wall.
Fuck out of here.
Kicks it out to Harden. Over Johnson. Another miss by Harden.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Free throw, good. Ball.
And, you know, it seems like Paul is ageless. I mean, still sharp, still quick and fast, and one of the most active players on the floor at all times.
Outside, Wall. Inside, pass to Vandeweghe. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Vandeweghe's got his third basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Nice aggressive move by Paul. You know, for a little guy, he knows exactly how to finish inside. Very good at making it happen against bigger players.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Paul with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Here's Donaldson. And that one is good. And that's 11 points for Chris Paul.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside. Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making his shots. Right now, they're behind, and they certainly could use his help.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Challenging stretch here for Portland. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
And stolen by Wallace.
Take so long to throw the ball for.
Here's Wall. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. Wall's shot is off. Jackson looking around. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
To the inside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Vandeweghe. Nowitzki with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Man, he's been playing for a long time, almost 2 decades, but Nowitzki still has some juice in those legs. I like seeing him attack the hoop with confidence.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Portland has possession. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Got a piece of it. They get it back.
That's his second personal foul.
Pass to Wallace. Now here's Bird. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. To the middle. Here's Kellogg. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Shot's good from Bird.
Well, this is par for the course from Bird. I mean, once he gets in a rhythm with that laser focus of his, he's hard to slow down.
Wall wide open. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Dragic. Sinks that one from the post. Dragic has got 4 points this quarter.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Bird outside. A 3-ball. Here's Love. No good. And so it's... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Over Wall. That's short off the rim.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Well, Clark, some G League salaries on the rise due to two-way contracts.
Yeah, and I think some of it is a function, Kevin, of the league's prosperity and success as revenues continue to grow. But I don't think it's a handout. I mean, when these guys get called up to the NBA, they've got to continue to be ready to produce and contribute, because at the end of the day, it's about production if you're going to make your way into the NBA.
And Dragic has it in the corner. Over Wall. Dragic gets the bucket.
Brandon Roy with the lovely dish.
Brooklyn leading by 22. Pass to Wall. Out to Bird. Here's the three. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Outside Dragic. Here's Roy. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. That's 10 points for Brandon Roy.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Well, wide open look for Love. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do. To the inside. Kicks it out to Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Stolen by Harden. And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves, can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me, I woke up in sweats many a times dealing with that guy.
Stevenson with a clean look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And the shot goes in. Birds get 11 here in this quarter alone.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
Roy. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
And it's Grant in the corner. Pass to Kellogg. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. Commissioner Adam Silver believes, Clark, that the NBA will see its first female head coach sooner than later. What do you think?
I think it'll happen. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be sooner. I think it'll be a little time because the pipeline, I think, has to be established to where you have some candidates. And you very well could have candidates now that may not have coached in the NBA that could possibly move into a head coaching role. But I think the progression to that would require, I think, more female assistant coaches before there's a comfort level with moving in that direction from an owner standpoint.
And Portland making a change here. Teams of the past would often pound the offensive glass, Clark. I think of the '84 Celtics, but now teams are running only one, maybe two guys to the offensive boards.
I think a big part of it is transition defense is so important that teams now don't send as many people to the offensive glass. But the flip side of that is if you get offensive rebounds, you get opportunities to score and you can thwart transition chances. So I tilt towards trying to get to the offensive glass as long as you've got a couple of guys that are really good at it.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
Brooklyn with the ball. Anderson wide open. It's good from about 19 feet.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner. But unfortunately, the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
Down low, Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And I like the unselfish mindset of Kenny Anderson. Knows his role is to really run the offense, and that's what you like in a reliable point guard.
Hey, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap.
Pass to Love. Valanciunas with the ball. Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
And so it